Hi everyone. Welcome to this Wooclap training, this Woo training. I hope everyone is doing fine. I see there are some few people already. Welcome, welcome for this Woo training, 12th of October 2022. I hope you are good and you hear me well. If you hear me well, you can say something in the chat. I see someone is typing already. Yep, loud and clear. Thanks, class. And Dalal as well. Welcome, everyone. We'll wait like again a few seconds. I think there were again few people joining us today, but uh, it's my pleasure to give you this training today. We'll take like maybe I will give you the outcome of today, but maybe 45 minutes, 50 big maximum. I don't want to take too much of your time, so thanks again for your presence today. Okay, let's go. So again, welcome to this new Woo training, the Wooclap training open to all. My name is Jocelyn, and I'm French. Maybe you hear it from my accent. I'm product education manager at Wooclap, the platform we are talking about today. And my mission, my really simple mission, is to help you use the platform to maximize your use of the platform, whether you are a teacher or a trainer or lecturer or whatever your position actually, as long as you use Wooclap with an audience, with participants. So I'm really pleased to give you this training today. And today I'm not alone. There is as well Kieran, and which is who is customer success manager at Wooclap. He is my colleague, and he will be there in the chat as well to answer your questions. I go back to this topic in 1 minute to help to tell you how you can ask questions efficiently during this training. So thanks again, Karen, for being here. Today's outline, as I was saying, so maybe a 45 minutes max or 50-minute max, depending on your questions at the end. The first part, quite quick, would be a little bit of context. Why Wooclap? What can Wooclap uh, do for me? And Wooclap is really the all-in-one tool that I can use in terms of interaction with my audience. It's the question that we'll ask. Don't worry, it will be only a few minutes. The main topic of why we are here today is a demo. So we will go through a participant's point of view, or at least a demo. We will create some interactive questions together. I will show you as well. I spoil a bit, or at least I tease a bit. We will create a brand new question that just arrived a few days ago at Wooclap in your Wooclap dashboard. So we'll create as well this brand new question together. And then, at the end, of course, we will have time for few questions. But you will not wait this last moment of the session to ask your question. So whenever you want to ask something, you can ask your question in the dedicated tab next to the chat. You see that when class, for instance, or everyone said hello, it's mainly in the general chat tab, but you have as well a question tab that is really dedicated if you want to ask your questions, and we don't want to like to miss everyone's questions. So it's way better for me, if you're for Karen, if you have any question, to ask it in this dedicated tab next to the chat. At the end of this training, you will receive an email with some resources, with a short questionnaire, a poll if you want to reply as well and to answer, to give us your feedback about this training. And you will receive the replay as well of this training. If you, for instance, you have to leave a bit earlier and you don't want to miss the end, don't worry, you will receive the replay. I just check if there are already some questions, some messages. Hi, Tori. Hi, Stephanie. I'm glad that you are here with us today. Thanks, everyone, for being here. And before diving into our topic today, I just wanted, I was talking about questions. I just wanted ask you guys some questions, and so I will ask you to join this Wooclap event with this code www.wooclap.com/woot for Woot training 10 because of October in 2022. So normally, whether you have like your smartphone or your GSM, if you're in Belgium, you can scan the QR code on the left, or you can join in another tab of your laptop if you're on laptop, thanks to the link that that Karen just gave you. I will take, I think, that's it. Thanks, Karen, for giving the link here. And for everyone that is maybe new to Wooclap, and it's maybe your very first time that you are in Wooclap, or really the first few days, you see that here I have the first indicator, a first indication of how many people joined my event. So here we go. You are already 14, and as a trainer, for instance, today, as a trainer for Wooclap, or as a teacher, or as a lecturer, if I'm expecting, I don't know, 20 people, I know more or less how many people already joined my event. So 15, great. Thanks a lot for joining this event. So the really very first question that I wanted to ask you is, how are you? Describe how you feel in one word. So you will see it's a word cloud. You can send only one word per answer, but you can send as many answers as you want. So then the word cloud would be a bit easier to read, you will see. So now it was a bit not displayed, but I will click on it and you will see that the cloud will be displayed quite efficiently. So the two first words were good, great, or tired, which are really mixed feelings, I would say, which are mixed feelings. Scattered, grateful, sunny, happy, excited, fine, curious. I hope you're curious about Wooclap as well and about this training. So yeah, quite mixed feelings. You can say that some people, some of you are quite happy or relieved or in a good mood, and I'm sorry to hear that after this September month and already half of the month of October, you are already maybe tired. So take care of yourself, whether you are happy and good or a bit more tired and exhausted. Thanks a lot. So here you have, I can just click on this little locker to freeze, let's say, the word cloud, and you see that you have quite a good visual temperature of your audience. It works well to create icebreakers at the beginning of the session, even if it's not really linked to the theme of your session, but just to break the ice at the beginning and to gather some attention from your participants. So thanks a lot for your answers. I just wanted to ask you guys as well, because I saw some of you maybe you could be from different part of the world. So I just wanted to ask you, where are you located on this map? And you will see that I will as well display the results. And normally you can click on the point where you are actually. So mainly in Europe, and yeah, that's what I thought as well. North America, or at least the US. The East Coast mainly. So maybe I don't know if it's New York. It's a bit small to see, but I knew that most probably there were some European fellows, but as well some people from the US. So thanks a lot. It's not at all 4 p.m. for you. It would be maybe, I don't know, like maybe 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. So thanks a lot for being here for this morning. And yeah, I see as well, maybe, is it Sweden? Thanks a lot for being here. I see most probably France, maybe Belgium, maybe UK. It's a bit small, but at least it gives an idea of, let's say, West Central Europe, and maybe I would say Sweden if you clicked here. So thanks a lot for For your answers and for everyone, you see we are super live and super synchronous event, and we are far from each other, but we are all on the same event, and you see live uh, in seconds the answers of everyone. And the last question before really diving into the topic, I just wanted to ask you and to get the temperature from you. Have you ever used Wooclap? Yes, as a presenter, yes, as a participant, yes, like both, as a presenter and a participant, or what? Like maybe you don't know yet Wooclap, and that's totally fair. So most of you have used Wooclap as presenters or participants, so that's good. I see that maybe two of you maybe never use Wooclap, so you are really new to Wooclap, and that's good because you will learn many things today. So yeah, most of you, and yes, as a presenter, yes, as a participant, so that's good. Quite a diverse audience here. Either maybe more advanced people, or at least intermediate, medium in Wooclap, and some people that are quite new. Yeah, three person. You just answered who, what. You don't know yet what is Wooclap. Thanks again for your answers. So yeah, a little bit of context, and maybe another question from from the previous trainings that I already gave. If a few of you already attended to one training, um, I just wanted to stress on the fact that we use many tools and digital tools lately. I don't know if you use a lot, or if you are really in front of a screen the most part of your day, but most probably we use quite a huge stack of a tool, and Wooclap can help. It's not the ultimate solution, but that can help to avoid what we call the tool switching. I don't really have to to explain what is a tool switching, but yeah, indeed, it's like using lots of tools for a specific task, specific activities, and really switch from tools to tools to have a coherent presentation, for instance, or a coherent something to present to an audience, to students, to participants, to your training. So you will see that Wooclap can be the all-in-one, let's say, platform, or at least yeah, tool that can gather many diverse activities or presentation that you can embed, or even to draw stuff now that is available for since few days. So yeah, the idea is having the less tool possible. Still, there are many tools that are complementary, but one tool like Wooclap, and you can do many activities. Because the question that we can ask ourselves as trainers, presenters, teachers is, what does the tool do that I cannot do? Because that's why digital tool exist. Actually, is to help us doing things that we couldn't do without technology, like creating a consolidated reports, or creating this few questions that I just asked. I wouldn't be able to do it without Wooclap, to ask you this question, to gather your answers so quickly, whether you are in Sweden or in the US. So it's not the goal, but it's mainly the way, a tool to have a better impact on your audience. And as I was saying, Wooclap can really be seen as all-in-one tool, or at least one tool that can really gather many different supports and presentation. Like you can embed presentations or PDF. You can, by asking some questions, you can of course get the temperature of an audience, assess the level of understanding of participant, live or remotely. And you can support, you can have a support to visually convey a message, and we will see, because it was not possible lately, but it changed a bit, and you can really draw on Wooclap, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, to wrap it up in really few seconds, Wooclap is a platform of interactive questions to energize your training or classes sessions, engage your audience, and measure your impact. And for the newbies that are here, I just wanted to have a little focus on because I will use a lot these terms like events or questions. So one event in Wooclap in the platform is really equal to one session, one training, one class session, one course. We don't really say that you can create one event for one semester, for instance, or for one big for many months of trainings. If you want to create events, it's really equal to a dedicated time framed session training class. It's really the box where you will gather all your interactive questions or activities. And one Wooclap question is one interactive activity. So it's mainly questions, but you will see that you have as well other things to propose to your audience, other things to present to your audience. So here we are. Yeah, thanks for this little context, and I will give you a little demo of how it works. So I leave my presentation here, and you see that I'm already in a Wooclap event, as you can see. So I will just come back to the very first. If you really never created a Wooclap event, because it can be important for really the newbies here, but I will be quite fast. So when you go to your Wooclap account, the dashboard, the home page, let's say, of your Wooclap account is sorry, normally it was in English, but I don't know why you see it's written in French here, mes événements. So I will try to again switch it to French and again switch it to English. Yeah, so a little mismatch, though it was already in English. So yeah, now we're good. So I was saying that your dashboard, your homepage at Wooclap, in your Wooclap tool, this platform is really the My Events page. And in this My Events page, you have already all your events. So you see that I have a lot. But if you don't have any events yet created, the very first thing that you have to do is to create an event. Actually, to click on this big blue button and to create this event, the big box where you will gather your interactive activities. I will not do so. We will just pretend that I created an event, and I will come back to the already created event because you are already connected. You have already the code, so it would be a bit tricky to give you another code. But let's say that I create an event, and then okay, it's created here. Normally, it would be a bit empty here because normally you don't have any created question already. Here you see that you can see the question that I just asked you a few minutes ago. That was they were already there because I prepared them in advance ahead of this session. When you arrive, when you are on this this new created event, you can per default it will be like my new event, so you can change the title. Always good, because if you create many events for many sessions, it's important to come back to something a bit more concrete. So for instance, me, I like to put dates and what is it. So today it's of course a Woo training, so adding a title. And if you want, it's not a necessity as well, but here you have really the ID of the event because it's the code. It's thanks to this code that your participant will join your event. So thanks to this code, and will be generated automatically. So don't worry. But if you want to put it something a bit more concrete, you can definitely as well, thanks to the pencil, create and personalize this ID, this code of your event, right? And now the really center of an event at Wooclap is this a list, or big list actually, of questions. You see here, we will come back to this in 1 minute, few minutes, don't worry. You see that maybe if you already know Wooclap, that is quite new. But yeah, if I go to the right, you see that you have a huge and a wide list of many diverse activities or Wooclap questions, find a number, sorting, prioritization, or a bit more classical, let's say, question type like multiple choice, poll, word cloud. So you can click on whatever question you want to create one. I just wanted to show you as well that if you don't have many inspiration, and you want to have a little push to start, you have as well an example gallery. So I will click on it, and you have already many templates, let's say, or examples that are already created, and you have diverse filters per topic or per question type. Here, I just want to show you a simple question that I can add to my event. So I will just filter on multiple choice MCQ, right? You see that you have quite a wide list of MCQ already created on the example gallery. This one I just want to preview it, so I will not add it before previewing. So I will just preview it. What is the hotbed of pop art in the United States? Yeah. For the test of today, for the training of today, I think it's quite good. So I will add it to my event. If I didn't like it, or at least I just want to be inspired by other questions, I could click on here. I could click here, back to examples, right? And then I come back. If I'm convinced after previewing, I can definitely add it to my events. So I will add it to my event, and you will see it will become green to indicate that it's well added. Yeah. Maybe we will add another one because it's good that you can see as well the participants' point of view. You can really be in the shoes of your participant with a really diverse and wide range of questions. So maybe a question that is a bit less used sometimes because it's not that understood is the prioritization. And you see that there is only one. So it means that indeed it's a bit less used, for instance, than MCQ or multiple choice. But it's really interesting because how to put it? It's close to quantitative poll, I would say. Is like you ask, you will understand when I will preview. For instance, you ask what is more important for your professional development. Distribute the points. So you have a basket with 100 points among the following proposals. So you have diversity of proposals, and then your participant and you in few minutes, you will have to give more points to what is important and less points to what is less important. So you have a basket of 100 points. Why 100? Because it's quite common, 100%, or it's quite used everywhere, the 100 kind of standard. And then within this basket of points, you will distribute, your points, and it goes a bit further than only a poll and asking your audience, what do you prefer, for instance, or what is the best. So I will add it to my event, and you will understand. Yep. I added normally two questions if you remember. So the MCQ and the what is more important, and the prioritization, what is more important for your professional development. And I just wanted to stress the fact that it's only a template, it's only a Canva. So if you want to totally rephrase it, to totally change it, or even to change everything, you definitely can. It's only a push to have a little inspiration. So for instance, this question that I just added, I can definitely totally change the questions. I can give more points to what is, for instance, more important, and less points to what is less important. And if there are too many elements or too many propositions, it's maybe I will just say that I remove promotions, because it's already good. Opportunity to work from home, end of your bonus, public recognition, education, and training. So all that to say that once you imported an example gallery template, an example, you can definitely rephrase it and change it and do whatever you want, because it's your event at the end of the day, of course. So I will save here. And the idea of this thread that I was giving you at the beginning of all-in-one tool, what you can do by the fact of staying the most possible on one tool and not switching between tools. I just wanted to give you a little tips on how you can as well on Wooclap, of course, create interactive questions, and we will go to these soon, I swear. But just before, I wanted to show you as well how you can add a presentation to your Wooclap event. So let's say you are a teacher, or let's say you are a trainer, and you already have in mind your 1 hour session or a 1 hour and a half class, and you have already, like, I may say, slides, or at least a visual something to introduce, to highlight some notions, some theories that you are talking about. So most of the time, if you are in front of an audience, you have as well not only the need to present interactive question, but as well visually to present some notions on slides. On Wooclap, you can definitely add a presentation. It means that you downloaded on your laptop your presentation through PowerPoint, through Google Slides, and then you make it, you embed it directly on your Wooclap event. I will show you. So I will click here on Add a Presentation, and you see I have different proposition, either on PDF, PowerPoint, or Keynote, or Google Slide. Here I will click on Add a Presentation, mainly I would say PowerPoint. So maybe here you don't see what I'm doing because it's a bit outside of the sharing, but it's like adding a file to an email. You will go to your files actually on your laptop. I will, just for the sake of the example, I will add this one. You will see it's a presentation that is called Geography Class South America. And you see that already in my Wooclap event, a presentation just arrived. And to go even further, you can click on Insert Questions. Why? Because you will really, as a filmmaker, or at least a class maker or a training maker, you will really create scenarios on when do you want to present this slide, when do you want to ask this interactive question with Wooclap, and all in one thread. You don't have to switch within tools. So for instance, after slide 3, I just want to ask, have you ever used Wooclap, or even what is the hotbed of pop art in the United States? So it's not really related. You see, it's just for the sake of example. There's no link between the presentation and the question we just created, but you just get an idea of what you can do. So with a drag and drop, you see, I just drag and drop somewhere, wherever I go. I want, sorry, I just drag and drop, and here between slide 4 and slide 6 now, I just embedded another one of the Wooclap question I created. And here, have you ever used Wooclap? Maybe more at the beginning, for instance, just at the beginning, even before the theory, and then it's embedded. And then you save it. So really, as a filmmaker, with a cutting, and you can really definitely choose to make a scenario out of your session or your class. I click on Save, and it helps to have this idea of all-in-one tool because you don't have to switch within the tools. I just have to say as well that if you don't want to embed and import your presentation directly on Wooclap, the other way around is also possible. You can definitely import some Wooclap questions in your already created, for instance, PowerPoint or Google Slides, because we have add-ons on that. So if you set up your add-ons on PowerPoint, for instance, and you allow Wooclap to send some questions, you can stay on PowerPoint and just choose your Wooclap questions from your already connected account, and then you are on PowerPoint, and you will choose which questions goes to where. So both ways are possible, and it still answers to the fact of having only one tool, all-in-one tool, or at least the less possible tool switching mindset. Okay, right. And to go even further in this less of tool switching, and I need to use a Wooclap for interactive questions, I need to use PowerPoint for presentation, I need to use, I don't know, another, I will not say, but another tool to create a whiteboard or something even more free to draw or to visually convey what I have to say. Before, a few days ago, you had indeed to use something else than Wooclap, but not anymore, because you see that here you have a brand new question that is the whiteboard, which is still in beta because we are still trying to improve it, and it's really new. So we are trying to slowly get the first feedbacks. So the whiteboard actually is you will see that you don't have many things to do actually on a whiteboard. When you just create it, you will have to launch it to create already or to prepare your whiteboard before. So you accept maybe the first question or just the title of your whiteboard. You don't have something to do before launching it. Even if you don't have an audience, you will prepare maybe your whiteboard, you launch it to create it, and then you will relaunch it once you are in front of your participants. So you can use whether your audience participates in person, remotely, or both at the same time. The whiteboard can be adapted to each situation. You will see you can even share the whiteboard with your participants. And as I was saying, if you prepare your board in advance, or if you improvise in the middle of the session to convey your message, to convey your point, visually convey your point, you will remain within the same interactive tool that is Wooclap, without needing to switch to a dedicated whiteboard tool. So here we go. I will just say, okay, test whiteboard with everyone, because everyone is here and I am sure you want to see how it goes. So I will start it now. And what can I do in a whiteboard? You see, like, it's quite white, it's quite empty. It's normal because it's a whiteboard. So here you see you have like a toolbar, and so the different things here, I will go into it quickly. But first of all, I will just add an image, and then around this image we will create some items, right? So here, first action that you can do is to insert an image, and I will do it here. A bit the same than the presentation a few minutes ago. You have to have an image on your laptop, on your device, already downloaded. So here I will add, I don't know why I'm really into geography today, but I will add a map from Southeast Asia. So you see it's just downloading. Okay, I added here, and I will make it a bit bigger, right? Okay, then everyone can see. Yep, maybe a bit less. So the first thing that you can do is indeed add pictures, add images. The big news at Wooclap is that you can draw now. You see that you have a pencil, and as a really classical whiteboard, you can just draw, and you can choose the width of the stroke and the color of it. So I will stay here really thin, and maybe I will just pinpoint with I will highlight something with the red. Maybe, I don't know, Taiwan. So here we go. I hope everyone is doing what I'm doing. So yeah, I have something. I will just again draw, but maybe with a bigger width and maybe in black this time. I don't know. I will maybe here the Vietnam, or if I say that you have to really focus on here, maybe I do just a narrow. Yep. So you can really draw with whatever stroke width you want. You see here. Okay, so it's really new. At Wooclap, you really have the freedom of doing whatever you want almost. What you can do as well is that you can add text box areas written from the keyboard, of course. So here we go. I will just add, for instance, Southeast Asia, right? So it's quite small. So now I want to make it a bit bigger, right? That's it. Yeah, now I'm good. And I can really, you see that I can really move as a whiteboard really freely around the items that I'm creating live. Okay, what I can do, I can add sticky notes as well as a presenter. Okay, I will add one first sticky note, ID 1, and maybe, okay, ID 2, I don't know. Okay, let's see here. ID 2, I can put them wherever I want. So drawing, adding image, add in some text and of course sticky notes, and you can add some shapes, of course, circles, squares. For instance, I will add a square here just to show you, just for the sake of the example, and I will even add a color on it, right? So just for the sake of the example, I just created a bit all the items that you can, and you can go even further. In the example gallery, you have already at least I think 8 or 10 different templates just to inspire you. But that's not everything, because of course now you see my screen. I'm the presenter. I'm creating the whiteboard in front of you. That's good. I'm playing around. I'm happy. Thanks, Jocelyn. But maybe you would like to add some items to this whiteboard as well as participants. Okay, don't ask no more, because here, if I click on this real little settings, you will see that there is a little toggle that was off so far. Collaboration, participants can add sticky notes on the whiteboard. So it's off, but now I will set it on. And normally, if you are still connected to the very first, I will show you again, this very first Wooclap event that I was presenting, www.wooclap.com/woot1022. Normally, you will be able to add some sticky notes. So if you want to, yeah, I think this is a sticky note. Thanks, and you can even change the size of it. ID 3. Thanks a lot. As a presenter, I can even collaborate with you, saying that maybe it goes there. You see what I mean? I can say, it's a nice idea, but I want to make it smaller, right? And you see as well that for now, your sticky notes colors as a participant is a bit different than mine. Then you can see still the difference of what I added as a presenter and what you added as a participant. So ID 4, ID 5, you can write something else than ID. I'm sorry, you're just test or hello, but at least you see that it works. You see, ID 5. Thanks. Yeah, perfect. Thanks for the smiley. So that's it. With a collaboration, you can really, when it's set on, and it's I think a really good idea. If you have a good use case, you can really create, I don't know, mind maps with your participants, for instance, or you can ask to do a brainstorming as you would do it in a really in-person class or room. But with this new whiteboard, Wooclap whiteboard, you don't have to switch from a whiteboard tool to Wooclap to something else, because it's already there. You have all the really complete options. Still quite keep it simple. We didn't make it so complicated, just drawing, adding some sticky notes, images, because it's already a good set of actions to make. But still, you have many things to do with this new whiteboard, and it goes even further with this all-in-one tool that I wanted to stress on today. So that's it for the demo. Of course, we cannot talk about everything and all the question type, but it was really important for us and for me today to show you this really brand new question that is whiteboard. And just to finish it before the question, I will do here a little smiley, right? And yeah. Oh, okay. It's not the best smiley I have made in my life, but yeah. So thanks a lot for your participation, and I will maybe listen to you, Karen. If there are some questions, I'm happy to answer. And I think Karen as well maybe answered already to.
Yeah,
to some
so
questions.
I think I answered. There was one question that came up, and it was just on the point distribution, to know if it was always on 100-point basis for the distribution of points, or if we could change the number of points that could be allocated to the different propositions.
Yeah, that's really a good question. So short answer, no, there's no possibility right now to choose the amount of points distributed. You see that here you have only the possibility to add a timer or to add other proposition, but for now the prioritization is only 100. Because as I said, it's quite standard. It's quite like 100%. It's already matches with percentages. So far it's our 100, but it will maybe change, or if we get your feedback or your use case, it could be a good idea as well to be able to personalize the amount of points to distribute. But so far it's 100.
Thanks, Tristan. And a fresh question that just came in from Terry, asking, can a word cloud be created using answers from any type of question, or does it only work with the word cloud question type?
Yep, that's really a good question. Thanks, Kieran, and thanks, Terry, I think. So no, you cannot create a word cloud from, for instance, a label, an image, or multiple choice. You can only create a word cloud from a word cloud, or but it's a bit the same question. I will show you, or from an open question. Because an open, it's just the way that you display the results. I can even show you on the already created word cloud here that you participated, describe how you feel. So if I click on edit, you can see that I chose to display your answers at first, at least per default, as a word cloud, but I could definitely change it to list, and you will see that live I have as well. It's the same than an open question. I prefer to display it like a word cloud, but if you create an open question that is here, sorry, I go a bit fast, open question that is really close to the word cloud. If you decide to create an open question, your answers will be displayed like that. But at the same time, after, if you want to display them as a word cloud, you can display them as a word cloud. So let's say that word cloud and open question are really quite similar questions. It's just the per default display of the answers that are different at the beginning. And then you have the possibility to change it and to turn it into a cloud of words or a list of answers. But no, other than that, word cloud and open questions, you don't have any other question that you can visually see and display as a cloud.
Yeah, thanks, Tristan. I think that covers all of the questions that were asked to this point.
Thanks a lot, Karen, and thanks everyone for your attention. Yeah, it's 45 minutes. We are still on time. I just wanted to stress on the fact that you can definitely try yourself. We are really keen to have your feedback on Whiteboard if you want to try, just for fun at first, if you don't have even any use case in your mind. But I'm sure many of you it was something that was really asked from our partners and users and participants. So I'm sure many of you will find a good use of it. So don't hesitate to reach out to us with this little question button, or even to reply directly to the email that will be sent after this training, and I will receive it and I will reply to you quite quickly. So don't hesitate, or whatever question you may have, don't worry as well. We contact us and we will reply quite quickly in a short time. So yeah, I think that's all for this for today's question. I will come back to the first presentation that I added. Yeah, the Woo training, and thanks a lot, everyone. I was happy to give you this training. I hope you learned something. I hope you're quite excited about this brand new feature question type that is the whiteboard. And yeah, have a good day if your day is ahead. Have a good end of the day if you live in Europe like me and it's already almost 5 p.m. So thanks a lot again, and I see you soon. Thanks, Beverly. Thanks, Dalal. Thanks, Terry. Thanks, Stephanie. See you. Thanks a lot.